Our topic today is about organizing the work of the remote team. And I will tell you a few words about myself. My name is Eugene, and I am the part of Smart Business team. Our company, Smart Business, is Microsoft partner. More than 10 years we are Microsoft partner, and mostly we are working in IT sphere in automating of business processes. So we have expertise in different spheres and different Microsoft products. So a few words about myself. I have 14 years of experience working in IT, and mostly it was work in project team and in projects of automation of business processes. So also I have an experience of managing the teams of different size. Yeah, and last couple of years, my work partly my work was remote work. So I have a lot of activities in pre-sales, in marketing, in just business trips, and so on and so forth. So that's why I have this huge part of my work from the remote, with the remote type. Okay, so that's why I would like to share my expertise, share my knowledge, and share my examples of developing relationships and developing effective communication in the work and in the project team. So, from my point of view, there are two most important things you have to work on when you are trying to build effective remote work. First of all, it is of course your people, your team. So your team is the key part of these processes and the key part of your working activities. So communication, awareness, discipline, control, synergy, and so on and so forth. All of these things are about people. So this is the first part. The second one is technologies. So to build effective remote work, you have to use a lot of different technologies for different types of activities, for different tasks, and to cover different parts of the remote work. So it is not about just technologies, but about their availability, about using this technology as a habit, and of course some security issues, some compliance issues, and so on and so forth. Yes, you have to take it into account. Another part is the skills. So today we have a lot of new type of work, or your team have to get new skills to be more effective working remotely. Yeah, so sorry. You okay? And of course, another part of this top 4 features is culture and mindset. So new culture. So now we are working and we are trying to be effective in new reality. So we have new rules, we have new restrictions, and that's why we have to change our mindsets, we have to change our habits, and we have to build new digital culture of work in our teams. So today I'm gonna stop on the top of people and technologies part and describe it in more details. Okay, so if you are interested in another 2 parts, so just send me this question, and we will try to schedule another webinar and try to describe and show you more details on it. Okay, so let's go forward. The first part is, of course, people. So what new reality do we have for today? Of course, this reality forced us to create new list of rules. So we have to work in restrictions. We have to work in different environment. We have to work remotely. So that's why we should have new list of rules. So first of all, the first step for creating effective remote work is to create this rule. And of course, you have to discuss these rules with your team, yeah, because you are like one you're one team. Yeah, so you have to get feedback from your team on these rules, and you have to create the list of the rules that will be convenient for all of the team members. Yeah, and of course they have to align to the like a standard rules of the company. Yeah, of course. Okay, so the second part, yeah, is to create new habit. For instance, you have to create new habit to be online from the starting of working hours. Yeah, so you have to create new rules, and you have to align these working hours with your team. And of course, first, the most important part is that you have to start your working day with your team in one time. Okay, and you have to create this, I don't know, it could be a roll call, or it could be just a chat with, okay, please set up plus sign if you are online, and so on, just to create these habits across your team. Okay. Another part is to create working ambience. So you have to create group in your corporate chat to create the same environment as in your working, as it in your office. Okay, so if you have the same, I don't know, maybe open office space in your office, yeah, you have to create the same rules, or you have to create the same group chat for your team. So as a team lead, you are the one who have to follow, who must follow these new rules and to promote these rules to your team, of course. Another part is very important, is that you have to create and assign tasks with a sufficient description. Yeah. So if previously you can just tell, okay, just prepare for me this presentation and I will wait for the result. Now you have to assign this task, and you have to write this description. You have to write it in chat, or you have to write it in a system for managing the task, but you have to assign it and describe the task. Of course, you have to provide the news sources, or news sources for your team. It is very important. It is very important part of the work right now, because everybody have a lot of different sources of news. They are not so good in general, yeah, but you have to provide proven news sources, yeah, with like maybe like a just proven information for your team. Yeah, so just share this experience, that find these proven sources and provide it to your team. And of course, you have to learn and share your working experience of the remote work with your company, with another teams, with another companies. Yeah, and that is what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm trying to share my experience. Maybe you can share your experience and your knowledge. So please feel free to send it into the chat and Q&A section. Okay, and reuse best practices, of course. So use our experience, use somebody's experience. It is okay right now. Yeah. Okay. So going step by step to provide these new rules and new experience. First of all, from my point of view and what I've done with my team, I've created this team in Microsoft Teams. Maybe you know this tool. Right now we are working on this webinar through Microsoft Teams. Yeah, it is a corporate tool for collaboration with your team. We're working on documents for communication in chat, in video calls, and also to you can provide webinars through Microsoft Teams. So we've been using Microsoft Teams, I think, more than 2 years, maybe. Yeah, I've started using Microsoft Teams even in preview mode. Yeah, so I love it so much. So I will tell you about my preferences and why I think that Teams is one of the best platform for communicating with your team. Okay, so first of all, create a team for managing remote work, not a team about working on project and so on and so forth. You have a team for your team sorry for that, yeah, where you can set up your rules, where you can provide your news, where you can schedule a meetings and write some notes on the meetings and so on. So just a managing team, not the team for development or discussing on something. Yeah, just you can discuss, of course, these new rules. You can discuss something regarding to the process and regarding to the this new experience of remote work. Yeah, but just for managing. Okay. Another part, describe these new rules to your teammates. Yeah, I will sharing. I'm sharing right now our rules. Yeah, in they are very simple and they are looking like that. So first of all, every team member uh, must be available in Teams chat for the response with from 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So of course during working hours, of course not at the time of the lunch. Yeah, you can see this in other rules about working hours here. But I have or I must to answer in chat. Why? Because previously I had an option to just ask a question from my team or from a colleague in the office. Okay, right now Teams provides us the same experience. So if I need to ask something, I am using chat. Yeah, so everybody has to or must to answer these chat messages. Availability to answer the call, another very important part. So it is about asking something not in chat but in voice messaging, yeah, in a call. So for that purposes you need to have a microphone, you need to have maybe headphones or something else, audio devices, yeah, appropriate audio devices to answer the call and to have this meeting. Another part also could be video calls. So you have you maybe want to have like a availability to have video calls also. Yeah, right now we are on the stage where we just asking for to receive the audio calls. Okay. Another part, stand up meeting is required to attend. So everybody has a must to attend stand up meeting. Okay. Of course, in case you if you have out of office, yeah, in these days you be absent, but all of the team must be stand up. Okay, that's a daily activity when you are discussing the tasks of the previous day, the tasks for the next day, and what was the issues. Yeah. Okay, task priorities daily. So we can't. Right now we have touched. I think that this is like a so the situation is very unstable. So we have very high turbulence right now, and we have even must to change priorities daily. So we can't plan anything even in weekly perspective, even in month perspective. Yeah, we have or must change our priorities during one day. Yeah, that is our situation. Maybe you have different situation in your market, so please also to share this knowledge and share this information. Plan a day in a calendar. So if I have some meetings, have some marketing activities, web sales, it is absolutely okay for me to plan them in my calendar. That's why I'm doing it, because my colleagues can see my schedule and can plan via calls with me, or can plan some discussion with me regarding to my planning calendar. Yeah, so it is very also it is very important. Okay, and another part is working hours. Of course, you have to decide what will be the working hours for your team. Okay, so it could be from 9 till 6, it could be from 10 till 7, it depends. But from my point of view, these working hours have to be the same for the whole team, because this is a more productive way to communicate. Yeah, because if you have different working hours for different team members, it will be not so productive. Okay, but maybe in your case you have different point of view, and on it you also can share it in Q&A section. And of course, you have to additionally inform the team about your plans of for out of office. Yeah, some vacation, not remote, yeah, everybody is remote work, but about vacation, about day off, and something else. Okay, and of course, yeah. Okay. Another part of the activities is to learn how to communicate in this corporate chat. What is the benefit of the Teams if we're comparing just a standard instant messaging application? The most valuable feature of the team is that you can assign this message just for one team member or the whole team. So you can choose who will be the receiver of this message. Yeah, and from this perspective, or if you're using this functionality, you will notify just these people. Yeah, so just those who are in the you're addressing this message. Okay, if you want to publish something regarding the whole team, okay, you can tag the team. Yeah, but if you want to publish something in a team chat just regarding 2 people or 3 people or just a part of the team, tag them, and then they will get this notification. Yeah, but not all of the team. So it's very, but you can and you have to learn how to use this functionality with your team. Maybe you have this experience of this. Okay. Another part of this remote work and remote effective work is to plan your work, is to have one point where everybody can see their tasks, and also not just a list of the tasks, but also their priority, but also their state. So in my case, I'm providing an example of using Microsoft Planner. Yeah, also could be added to your team, so you can have the seamless experience communication in chat, and also you can have this list of the tasks. And also you can use this list of the tasks for your daily meetings. Yeah, so just to just to check these tasks, just check their status, and maybe plan them or move them through these buckets in plan. Yeah, you can also, if you are using Excel, okay, you can use Excel for planning your work, and you can also connect the Excel to your team. Yeah, this is an example of my slide. And also the good point is that you can uh, uh, edit these documents with your teammates, yeah, just online. So yeah, you can see here. Or if you are using some another tools, for instance, Trello, you can also connect Trello to your team. So you can have this experience of the communication in chat, and also Trello as a planner of your work. Okay. Okay, another very important part is how you're assigning the tasks. Yeah, you assign the task. Of course, you have to provide sufficient description of the task. You have to provide your vision of the result of the task. Yeah, it could be prototype or some scratch or some, I don't know, maybe it could be some definition of the result that you are waiting from those who will work on this. Okay, and from my point of view, I'm using this framework for controlling the work in progress. 10%, 50%, and 80%. So if you assign the task, even if this task for 2 hours, yeah, you can maybe you know this experience, yeah, when you assign the task and then wait for 2 hours and then okay, what is the result? Oh, you know, I didn't receive some images from marketing department, so I can't finish the job. Okay, but it's not okay because we're waiting that in 2 hours you will receive the result, the final result. Yeah, but if you're working and using this framework to control into work, so you have to control 10% of in progress work. So something okay, if it is okay 8 hours, yeah, for some task, you have to control up to 1 hour. You have to control the stages up to 2 hours, and you have to control just to get feedback. Okay, everything is okay. Do you have some issues? Everything is good. Is how you were planning or no? Yeah. So if no, so you will reschedule. You will change this estimation of completing work, but you will get this feedback. Another part is to assign the priority. So first of all, you have to understand what is your priority for the week or for the month. Yeah, right now. Um, I mentioned that this turbulence of the current situation. Yes, so you have to understand what is your main priority right now. It could be client acquisition, so getting new clients. Yeah, it could be debt collection, so yeah, some payments from your existing clients. It could be support of your brand or reputation, or some marketing activities, or just a fulfillment of the current obligations for your existing clients. Also, it could be delivering new products, new features, new services to the market. Yeah, and based on it, you will use this main priority to prioritize the work of your team. Yeah. Another part. So when you know your main priority and you are using the priority for exact task, is using some framework to assessing the priority of the tasks list. Okay, one of the example of this framework is RISE. So reach, impact, confidence, and effort. Yeah. So reach, what will be the for instance, number of the clients. Yeah. Another part, impact. So what will affect? So how maybe it will affect for all of our products. Yeah. Another part of this formula is confidence. So how confident are you on these previous two features? And in the another part of the formula is effort. So what is the effort to get these tasks done? Okay, so based on this framework, you can use this framework to prioritize your tasks. So it could be, for instance, provide new feature for your product, and you're estimating that it will impact for all of your clients, and the effect of this feature will be I don't know, some increasing of new subscription, increasing of new some new adding some modules and so on and so forth. Yeah, so you can prioritize using this framework. Of course, this framework has some part of like the not so objective assessment, but yeah, you can use another one if you want. Okay. Another very important part of the teamwork is daily meetings. So if you want to have effective communication in your team, if you want to have the same velocity of delivering new product, new features in your products, so you have to schedule daily meetings, and you have to get this information about the tasks that were done, about the planning work, and what was the feature, was the issues or some features during this work on these tasks. Okay, so first of all, if you don't have this practice, just assign the moderator, somebody who will control the time, because daily meeting has to be not more than 15 minutes during the day. Yeah. Also, he will provide who will report the next, and also he will control this methodology. Yeah. So this meeting is not about discussing something. It's not about describing the current situation and so forth. This meeting should be in the format like what you have done yesterday, what issues you faced during your work, and what you plan to do next. So just the name of the task, what you have done, what you are planning to do next. Okay, so the main accent on this daily meeting is on the result. So not I was doing, but I've done. So the result, even if it is a part of the task. Okay, even if a task has long time period uh, for the task. Okay, so and you have provide the appropriate loading for your team. Yeah, so you have to provide this loading if you are able to provide this loading, or you can connect some. So choose the provider to provide this loading on daily meetings. Okay. Another part of the working of the team is providing proven news sources. Yeah, so this is my example. So I provided a source for dashboard with actual case numbers in different countries. Yeah, the information about like a government information in our country, for instance. Yeah, and the Facebook page, or also government official Facebook page for my team. Okay, and you have to use your daily routine. You have to change your habits. So first of all, sleep schedule directly affects your efficiency. So first of all, follow your sleep schedule. Please do not change your habit. Do not change this sleep schedule, because it will directly affect to your effectiveness. It will directly affect to your mood, and it will directly affect to your motivation, of course. Set up a comfortable workplace at home. Yeah, create the rules. Yeah, create the rules with your family. Yeah, and describe it. This is an example of my daughter. Yeah, she copied my rule and wrote this letter for me. Yeah, so when this lentils are nearby me, don't touch me, and don't tell me anything. Yeah, so just have some flag. So I am working right now. Don't touch me. Don't asking me some questions. Don't start to communicate with me even. Yeah. So, but you can describe them. So I have working hours, I have a breaks, and I have lunch time. So during these breaks and during these working hours, I'm ready to communicate with you. But you can have this flag. Right now I'm working. Sorry. Yeah, you can't talk to me. Okay. Plan your okay, do workouts. Yeah, so please don't if you previously do some sports, please continue, do workout. That really helps to keep your mind clear and keep calm. Yeah, and to have a really good or positive mood. Yeah, in the morning. So continue, please, or start doing workouts. It's very good time for get new habits. You have a lot of time because you don't have to commute to the work, so you have additional time, for example, to start new habit and do workouts in the morning. Yeah. Okay, plan your next day. It is also very important to plan what I will be doing tomorrow. Yeah, it is very good for you to plan these activities, and to help your team also to plan their activities for the next day or next couple of days. Take your time for the lunch and take your time for the breaks. Yeah, when you are working from home, it is very it is not the same experience as in the office. Yeah, because when you're working in the office, you are doing something, then your colleague going to you and asking something, and you stop doing your work and answering the questions and so on and so forth. Maybe you just just talking about something, not about working, not about work. So this is your break. So please do the same at home. So do these breaks. Just go to your wife and ask something, and just communicate with your kids and wife and so on. With your dog, maybe. Okay. So yeah. Make commitments and control deadlines. Yeah, right now it is very important to have a strong motivation to move forward, not to stop. So make commitments, make even maybe more commitments than you done previously. So, and control these deadlines. Be a leader. You are team leader, so you have to motivate your team. You have to be an example for your team. Yeah, your positive mood, your like information from you, it is very important to provide this information in positive way, to describe and to discuss with your team your plans, your plan as a leader, your plan as a your plan about the company, and so on and so forth. You are provider right now of the information. So of course, we have company news, we have social networking, Yammer, and so on and so forth. But you, as a leader, you are provider for the insights from your company, and of course, insights in the plan of your work. So if previously you just have an option to say somebody, okay, today we have 4 pre-sales for very cool companies, and they are willing to buy our products, and I'm very happy, and so on and so forth. Do the same, but in video conference. It is okay, yeah, but be sure that you are doing this, okay? And support your team, help them, ask them to provide feedback about the remote work. Just feel what is the ambience right now, what is their mood, how they are performing. So your main task is to have the same velocity, to have the same pace of the creating new features, new products, and so on, as it was earlier. Okay, so it is not so simple task, yeah, but it's your challenge right now. So please do it. Okay, and if we are talking about the technologies, yeah, right now I will share with you this map, maybe, yeah, from the point of view of our company. So different technology is using for different tasks. Yeah, for example, Yammer is corporate social network. Yeah, for instance, Teams is technology for communication, is technology for video calls, is technology for audio calls, for providing webinars, learning, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Another very important part right now is to having documents and the results of work in cloud. So if you're working on documents, they must be in cloud. It is impossible right now, and also it could be a rule for your team to create some documents on your device. Just create it in the cloud. Or if you are team leader, yeah, you can provide the feedback and ask to provide not the copy of the document, but the link to the cloud, yeah, for this document. Because right now it is very important, yeah, because you have to you need to have these all documents in one place. You need to share them very quickly, so they must be in the cloud. Also, you have to provide some learning, so you need to have a learning management system, you need to have calendars for planning your activities, and so on and so forth. Of course, this is an example of using Microsoft products. Maybe you can have and use different products from different vendors, but right now the strategy of Microsoft is that, even on the example of the Teams, is that you connect different different technologies into one place using Microsoft technology. Okay, so that's all information that I was planning to share with you. So I would like to start a session of question and answers.
Eugene, we have one question. Please check.
What is the best application to track the progress of the team? Yes, I've shown you an example with Microsoft Planner. Actually, in our experience, we are using Azure DevOps for tracking the progress and also to connect this development and store information about commits and actually the code. So we're using Azure DevOps for that purposes. But also you can track this information and to track the progress in Microsoft Planner. Microsoft Planner, like a first step or very simple tool to start this process, to start these daily meetings and to get feedback on the progress. I hope it was fruitful for you. If you have any questions, or I will be appreciate you for your feedback to this webinar. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day and goodbye.